Okay, well, from spring fever to snow days, Central New Yorkers have experienced a little bit of everything in the past couple of months.
Storm Team meteorologist Lindsay Rachel taking us to a local spot with more than 4,000 maple trees. The owner tells us a couple of degrees can make a big difference in making maple syrup.
How long have you been doing this?
My 41st year.
While some love the warm-ups in February and dread the cold and snow, Carl Wiles, who has been making maple syrup for the past 40 years, just wants something in between.
The difference between 35 and 40 is like a little bit of sap and a really decent day. 3 or 4 degrees makes a big difference.
That's a really small temperature range for Carl, and he only has 6 weeks to get a good harvest. His tapping season began at the end of January, and our weather since then has been filled with extremes.
We have some technology that can help us get through it. In particular, vacuum on the sap lines helps us draw sap when it wouldn't normally flow. Super cold weather, everything just stops.
While you and I may enjoy the unusual warm winter days, Carl considers it harmful to his taps.
The bacteria grow so fast when the temperatures get above 50. Your season's over whether you like it or not.
This is the exact problem he faced last year.
We managed to tap early enough and we made quite a bit in February, but the weather was so hot. We had a cold spell after that, which I thought would be all right, but the holes were so spoiled that the holes dried up. So when it finally warmed up, we had no season left.
And although technology has improved over the years, it hasn't
completely eliminated the risk. You're right. You're still dependent on the weather, but the technology, it smooths out some of the worst years and makes it a little steadier.
How does this year compare to last?
Too early to tell. We'll see after this cold spell how the trees are.
A cold spell that just doesn't want to end. Lindsay Rachel, News Channel 9.
And Wiles says he has plenty of maple syrup to go around during this weekend's Maple Weekend. You can stop by Cedar Vale Maple Syrup Company for an open house to get your sugary fix and to learn a little bit more about how they make maple syrup.